a new printer. Okay. Then if you want to use that printer in any of the application, okay, here different icons of applications are given, any of the application, then you need to install the drivers of that printer in that specific program. Suppose I have installed the printer drivers in this program, then I will not be able to use that printer using this program. Now we are using 100 of programs in our computer. If separately we have to install any of this type of hardware in each of the program, then it will be a difficult task, isn't it? So right now, nowadays, with the rapid increase in the number of devices and the device manufacturer as well, the number of programs to run, this approach soon became infeasible. That is, it was not possible with the rapid increase in the all these things, technology, so that installing the program hardware in each and every program did not become possible. So now thus operating system started providing a common service of handling the hardware device. What does that mean? That whenever you purchase a new printer, then here is the picture of control panel. Control panel itself, that is the operating system itself, provide you the facility to install any hardware in that in itself. Right, here it's given device manager, then printer, these all things are given. So any of the hardware whichever you want to use, that you have to straight away install in the operating system itself. Then any of the programs which you have installed in the computer can make the use of that hardware. So that is a new thing, and that is known as providing hardware access as a common service. Next thing, controlling, regulating and supervising resources in computer. Modern days computers are more powerful, right? The access to far greater amount of resources like processing power or say storage capacity or say main memory, everything has been upgraded, right? So nowadays our computer have become very powerful. Now we can do means as a result, now we are capable of running not just one program at a time, but many programs at a time we can run, and this ability is known as multi-programming. Remember this word? Okay, it is known as multi-programming. So here you can see so many programs are open at the same time. In olden days this facility was not there in the computer. Okay, nowadays we have got this facility, but this creates some new issues as well. Which are these new issues which the computer has to face? When only one person is running a program at a time, it has full access to all the resources and there is no harm in that, right? If you are not able to use so many programs at the same time, for example you are playing a music player but you have not opened video player, you have not opened Word file, neither you have opened any of the browser, you are using one single program. Fine, the speaker will give the output of the song which you are playing. It's very simple, no problem in that. But what happens when many programs are running at the same time and two programs want to use the same hardware at the same time? For example, you are typing something in Microsoft Word, you are typing something in Microsoft Excel program, and simultaneously from both the programs you send the print order. Then the printer will get confused what to print, whom to give the priority. All these issues are to be faced, right? So who solves these issues? These issues are being solved by the operating system. Obviously access to common resources must be controlled in such environment, right? when 2-3 programs give the same order to the same hardware, then some common resources must be controlled in such an environment. So the operating system plays the crucial role of resource controller, regulator, and supervisor for all the hardware resources. This whole thing is done by the operating system. Then comes handling multi-processor system. What is that multi-processor system? A computer system may have more than one CPU, that is processors also. Okay, it can have more processors as well. A computer system having more than one processor is known as a multi-processor system. Remember this word. A computer system which has got more than one processor is known as multi-processing system, or a multiprocessor system, I am sorry. Operating system for such multiprocessor system are considerably more complex than those designed for a single processors. Managing which processor to be used for the execution of which job is done by the operating system. See, I try to explain you the thing. Now, why are multiprocessors used in a computer? So many processors, why they are used? In all the computers they are not used. But where you have to do so many work at the same time on the same computer. Okay, so many users are there and each one does their work. And it requires such a lot of memory and such a lot of processing power and those all things. Then what is the option to solve that problem? Multiple processors are used. Now, operating system decides that if the load is this much, then how to divide the load between all the processors. If all the load falls on only one processor, then the processor will blast or the system will get hang. Okay, so operating system decides that this many work of Microsoft Word is to be given to this processor. This many work of downloading the things are to be given to this processor. This many video making work is to be given to this processor. Like that way, operating system divides the work. Now, next point is starting and stopping program execution. Now here the first question which should come in your mind is that we do the starting and stopping of the program, isn't it? If you want to start any program, who does? Operating system or you? You do that thing. You double click on the icon, isn't it? When you want to stop the program, you click on the red cross given on the right hand side corner, right? Yeah, you do it, no problem. But computer stores everything in the form of zeros and ones. Remember that first thing. So, computer provides you this type of menu to start the program. Am I right? From here, if you don't get this menu, if you see only zeros and ones, then what are you going to start? Nothing. So, this work is done by the operating system. Besides this start menu, you get icons also to open any program. And for closing the program also, this computer operating system only gives you the thing, that is red color cross on the right hand side corner of any of the program. And then too, if you forget to save the thing, then it gives you this save as dialog box. Would you like to save the changes? This dialog box comes when you forget to save the changes and click on the red button, right? So this all things are done by the operating system. Next point, controlling access to the memory. Now we are talking about which type of memory? We are talking about the main memory. The main memory is an important resource for the computer system. It is RAM, because it is the only large scale form of memory that can match the speed of the CPU and can be directly accessed by the CPU. Any program to run must be loaded into the main memory. What is the meaning of this thing? Any idea? any program to run needs to be loaded in the main memory. What does this mean? I will explain you. That at present I am working with PowerPoint. In creating this video I am creating with the help of PowerPoint. Then when I double click and open PowerPoint presentation, okay, and whatever work I am doing, I have not yet saved it, but then too I am able to open that program. Then how does it get opens? It get opens in this memory called RAM. It is a temporary memory. It works on electric power supply. It's like a small square line book. There are different cells. This memory has been divided into small cell. Each cell is known as a bit. Okay. So in this thing, if all the program wants to use all the cells, then how will the computer manage, right? So it will decide that, for example, if I open PowerPoint presentation, then it knows that maximum file size may be say 200 to 300 MB. So it will leave this many space for me. Okay, and then when I play the window media player, then it will leave still few squares and then start the window media player. So what happens? That this continuity doesn't break. Remember the thing. Okay, this is known as controlling access over the memory. That in all these squares, how many squares to be allocated to which program. Whenever you start the program, it will judge, operating system will judge that this program will require only this many squares, this many bytes. So give it only this much bytes. Don't give more than that. Otherwise it will create problem when you want to open another program. So this is the thing. Now a process needing to get or release some amount of memory must request the operating system to do so. That means whenever you start any program, the request is first sent to the operating system that I am opening this program, please allocate me some memory from the main memory. No process is permitted to access memory not allocated to it by the operating system. Now, just now I give you an example. In PowerPoint only this many cells are required, and if I try to open other all cells also, use another all cells also, no, that's not possible. Operating system will not allow. And this thing is known as memory protection. Okay, fine. Now we come to the next topic, and that is serving multiple user at the same time. An operating system may be designed to used by only one user, or at a time, means by a single user, or by several users simultaneously. Both the conditions can arise, right? Then with a multi-user operating system, it's actually possible to run the programs of many users on a single computer, usually called server. Now one thing you may not be knowing, I will tell you. Whenever you go to any bank, okay, now all the employees of the bank are having their computer with them on the desktop, on the table, right? Now if you go to see, none of the computer will be having this CPU. You don't know this thing, am I right? Fine, so I am telling you, none of the computer will be having this CPU. Each and every employee will be having a keyboard, mouse and monitor. All the computers will be connected to the central CPU, which is known as a server. So that is called server, with each user performing input output through that terminal that may have keyboard, mouse and monitor. This is useful when all users cannot be provided with the powerful computers they need due to the cost factor. If each employee is given one separate CPU, then it will be costly matter, right? And a single powerful computer must be shared among many of them. Fine, so that is the thing. Then a multi-user system also provides additional benefits of centralized management and resource, that is file sharing. Now this is the main benefit, that suppose if one of the employee, if you deposit your amount in the bank, then the cashier will make the entry of that thing. But if he is using his separate CPU, what will happen? Other employees will not come to know that your balance has increased, right? Neither you will come to know. So all things should be connected to each other. Even a computer system is in any part of the world can be accessed remotely by the users over the internet. That means nowadays with the help of internet you can access any computer. For example, I am able to do the banking transactions from my mobile phone, but actually my data or the data of my account is stored in the bank server. Am I right? But do I need to go to the bank to do that operation? No, I can do the payment from my mobile phone. So that's the thing. This enables the facility to work from home. Now during the lockdown period, many of the employees were not going to the office. They used to do the work from their home because the software which they were using in their office, the same software is installed in their laptops also, so they can do the work from their home also. So it also helps in online another thing, last thing here is it also helps in online solving the technical problems of computer. For example, if your computer is out of order or you are not able to do some operations, then first option is you will have to call the technician to your house. He will come to your house and you will have to pay the visit charges and so much things. Instead of that, if you share your computer with him, then he sitting from his office will be able to operate your computer, right, and solve your problem. So that is the another benefit. Then providing security. Okay. Now when multiple users are accessing the same computer system, okay, then the operating system must provide some level of isolation between the users so that one user cannot disturb the work of another user. At the same time, where users are collaborating on a joint project, they must be able to share some resources. Hence, the operating system must provide a security mechanism that ensures that all authorized users of a resource are permitted, while all attempts at unauthorized use are strictly denied. So modern operating systems are designed to provide such security. I give you an example. For example, you all are using Instagram, right? Now Instagram app you have installed in your computer, in your mobile phone, but the data, the photos, videos, whatever you uploaded is stored in Instagram server. Lakhs and crores of people are using Instagram, but our operating system of the mobile phone asks us to enter the ID and password. Thereafter only we can access our account, right? So that is providing security. Another thing, with the use of the computer network and internet, it is also possible to access and use a computer system remotely, possibly from thousands of kilometers away, right? It's possible, that is what I am telling you, to use the thing. Now, as it is a boon, means as it is a good thing that you can use the computer from far away, but at the same time it's also dangerous from the security point of view. Am I right? So modern operating systems provide some basic mechanisms to protect against such hazards, though they may not be sufficient by themselves. Now the last point is providing other common services. Operating system also provides many common services for smooth running of the computer. We don't even know which services are provided by the computer. Many of them remains hidden from the user. For example, just now in 10th standard I was supposed to teach Turbo C, that is C language. Then when I installed